Hello, it's Estrella with the reading for the collective. I hope this message finds everyone well. Watch out for scammers. In the comment section, that is not me soliciting you for readings. I hope everyone's doing well. Wow, imprisonment, child reverse, great fortune, thoughts in reverse, ooh, courthouse. Well, this definitely is giving me legal issues having to do with something to do with innocence, a new beginning, or a child that has been thwarted, and there's some sort of fortune attached. This could be spiritual jail. It could be, and this could be adjudication. But so let's check it out. Let's see what's happening. Wow. I call that a morning shuffle. Let me just oh, that was better. Okay, imprisonment. Here we go. Just wanted to go down. Something to do with something that someone was. Well, this can be a trip. Waiting for their ships to come in. Getting really weighed down with this Ten of Wands. Getting stuck. This could be a very, very heavy journey. I mean, this could be literally someone heading to jail. If it's not that, they just got a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of baggage, something created, something they were creating that just led to a heavy burden. We have Six of Pentacles and Ace of Cups reversed. So someone's giving someone something, or an unfair power balance. No love. Ace of Cups can be a new beginning. It's definitely there's innocence and love here. In the reverse, Ace of Cups is in reverse, and this child is in reverse. Money, child. The love or the innocence is being blocked in exchange for money. Or there's an unfair power balance by blocking the innocence, or there being no love. Thoughts. Someone's thinking a lot about this, or they don't want to. They're feeling very rejected and dejected. Okay. Basically, judgment time. Judgment is here for this King of Wands. That's what it feels like. And maybe a Queen of Wands in the reverse. The King and Queen of Wands. What else do we need to know? Someone, tell me about this imprisonment. Is this actual jail, or someone just very... Ten of Swords reverse, Seven of Wands. Ten of Swords reverse. Someone trying to recover someone's recovering from something. They have a protective bubble around themselves. So because of that, someone's very weighted down and could go to prison. Okay. Child. Tell me more about this child. Well, the significance of the child. Something about a Four of Wands situation. It's gonna be home, milestones, a divine connection. I've got Two of Cups, some sort of soulmate connection. And then someone putting a lot of mean work in. Someone putting a lot of work in that's very mean. Yeah, somebody's definitely an anti-hero here in some situation where there's a lot of love to be had and a fortune, a great fortune. The great fortune is this love. I mean, that feels like a divine connection to me. But someone had something to gain by, just heard a crow, by destroying something or stealing something from there. It feels like this wants to come out. A Hierophant. So it could be, have connections to some sort of like, this could be a religious leader, a marriage, some sort of organization. Maybe someone belongs to, someone is part of something here. With the Six of Pentacles, it's some sort of power dynamic. They don't want to think about it. They're looking at what they did. Wow. Two, I feel like this very galactic, twin flamey energy. Someone who has a lot of faith and hope and is very like light bringer, light worker energy. Star energy too could be someone very like gifted, has some light to bring to the world, whether it's through the sciences, entrepreneurial, creatively. They just have like a star energy about them. So it kind of, someone's feeling like, maybe they're feeling rejected from this energy. It looks like this person is not holding any kind of grudge. After someone, looks like they tried to destroy someone, or yeah, something very mean. Someone put very detailed effort into hurting someone who was very innocent, who had so much love to give, and they blocked it. It's some sort of power dynamic where it's like someone was getting something from that, though. They blocked someone who has just so much like to give, so much spirit, so much energy, and so loving. Wow. I wonder if here with this imprisonment here is if like this was someone who's waiting for their ships to come in. Maybe it's the same star energy here. This light worker, activist. Maybe they were the ones maybe this person got imprisoned, but then they recovered they recovered. So someone's thinking about that. Yeah, it's over. It's over. That phase is over. Let's find out. I just want to know about imprisonment. Enlightenment. So I'm gonna lean more towards. I know I said that someone could be going to prison. Well, I still feel that way, because of the universe. When someone does something to someone, the material world moves so slow. It's hard to see it responding to our actions, but it pretty much mirrors back what we put out. So if someone tried to entrap someone, especially if they worked really hard on it, I mean, it builds up energy too when it comes back. Or it can tend to. So I feel like this person, especially with courthouse here, and then we have false person here. It's over. I feel like someone could be going to prison, but I think the other thing is that the person that they tried to trap or stop them in their tracks here, they gained some sort of enlightenment during that time. In this protective bubble, they went inwards, it seems, during this whole time, and someone was benefiting something out of it. So there's something, all this love energy that was stolen or taken from someone. This innocence, someone was trying to steal from someone very innocent here. They don't want to think about this though. Wow. Something to do with gratitude? It's crown chakra, heart chakra, this love energy. I feel like that's you, Divine Feminine. I feel like you stayed. Yeah, you renewed. You renewed even though it was... You were able to renew through gratitude. Even though someone tried to siphon that away from you, right? It's very hard for this person to accept. This Four of Cups, they don't want to think about it. They don't want to accept that you are this, star child, galactic energy, human being. They don't want to accept that. Tried to block you here. You renewed yourself because you have gratitude, and you had gratitude. You gained enlightenment over certain things, right? You became enlightened. You recovered from the pain. You transmuted the energy. And this soulmate connection, I feel like there's still something there in the sense that it's in the upright. So this innocence lost is not lost because of the renewal through gratitude. Someone tried to keep you isolated as well. Someone tried to isolate you, trap you, stop you from being so loving and innocent and inspired and healing. It just, when you say it out loud, it sounds so ridiculous. That just sounds really ridiculous. And there's obviously a reason that we're seeing. We know this all happened to you, right? We know someone is having a hard time. For one, it's like if someone did that to you, if you were unsuspecting, right? Because who would expect someone to do this to you? All of a sudden, just things start to get weird, right? Very, very weird. And you dealt with a lot, especially with this imprisonment. for you to renew yourself through that from someone trying to turn you upside down completely. And then this person still doesn't, they're not happy with that either. It's like you started out with this, you know, energy, and you ended with that energy, even after they put you through something. But it's weird, it's like this person, they just feel really mad, like it's a pie competition. They also don't want you to be accepted. It's so weird. Why not? Let's see, imprisonment. All right, and that, some extra layers here. So there could be some publicity around what happened, and people could be becoming enlightened to a situation. Something to do with convention and companionship. I have to think through for a second. Hold on. I had to take a break because this is like saying so much here. It's almost as if too, the other thing is that it's like someone was putting a face forward in order to receive something from this group. You can see the handshake here, companionship. It's like strength in numbers, moon in Libra, relation. To follow some type of convention, like to fall in line. Someone, it's almost like they walked away from you with all, leaving you with the bag of like burdens. They kept the burden though. It's almost like trying to lock you away. Lock you away. There's something more to this. Convention. And I mean, well, for one, it's the irony. The irony is like screaming at me that, you know, it's supposed to appear like a certain way. But since when is trapping someone conventional or trying to stop someone? And so they're putting forth this face, but doing something very, very evil here. Something about trying to block lust, trying to stop the lust. I'm taking a gamble here. Jupiter and Cancer with the home. With a home, taking a gamble by blocking lust or stopping lust. Venus and Aries, any opportunity for lust? But someone became enlightened in this situation and recovered. It was a huge betrayal. Someone could be coming out about it. Yeah, here we go. Principle underneath the deck. This was all under the guise of like being principled. This person might have even, I don't know, yeah, they were like using, it's such a mind game that it's hard to even articulate. It's like using principle to damage someone, to get a huge gain, pretending to be principled, because that's what this is. It's a ruse. If someone has to destroy someone or hurt someone, that's not principled. It's like that's what this Hierophant is. It's like there's some sort of like tradition here, or way of being that sort of like supersedes personal ethics. It's like, with this convention here, it's embracing the way things are done or appear to be done at another's expense. It's making choices based on conventional principles that consciously destroy another person. But it's not just, this person knows what they're doing when they do it, because it's almost like they were trying to hold this person back while they pursued these principles. I hope that makes sense. Child in reverse. Trying to block someone, very loving. Drama, practicality. Mercury in Leo. Bold expressions, dramatic expressions. Something very practical, Hierophant. But innocence is lost here, and there's an exchange happening. There's an exchange happening. Someone is being siphoned from here. There's a Two of Cups situation that someone is actively working on and trying to, it looks like I want to say like take someone's heart from them. And that's what I mean by, that's not conventional. That's not upstanding. But because someone stands to gain something with this. That's why there's this handshake. So they use systems that are in place, or abuse systems that are in place based on tradition or appearances to really hurt someone. And it's so calculated as well. Using the appearance and the conventional, using appearances and the conventional to gain while draining and hurting another on purpose. Gaining publicity or notoriety from this convention as well, by trapping another person purposely. Yeah, we have isolation here. Isolating someone. That's not conventional. But someone put this face forward. They put this face forward and gained from it. Because the star energy, a lot of time, if people are quick to judge, might not understand this person so readily, they would be easy to believe strange things about, or, easy to create, smear campaigns around and things like that. So calling this person unconventional, who's very hope and faith driven and so full of unconditional love, and trying to stop them and trap them and isolate them, and doing that through conventional society. And standing to gain group group strength, and then using some weird kind of like twisted ideology around sexuality as well. It's like shaming this person for being I'll say aligned in the lower chakras, I'll say. And I'm also using that against them. Wow. Okay. Wow, so they don't want to think about it, but whatever this like renewal is that happened for this person who it's, you know, their faith and their hope were not able to be siphoned, I guess. Whatever this Eight of Coins was, this work that was put in to completely turn someone's heart upside down. That's what I was saying. It's now happening to this person who stood to benefit by trying to isolate a very loving person in exchange for whatever this is, and using I would say it's like because convention can be very good, because it gives people a sense of balance and schedule and keeps things civilized, but using those things, it's like using the way convention can stop growth and expansion, and using the way people think and feel about certain things against an individual. So whoever this is now, it feels like their inheritance and that they might have been born with, and it doesn't have to do with just family money. It's like what they were given from their ancestors, say, gifts, blessings, and things that made it easy for them to enterprise. It feels like they don't want to think about it, but it's coming back in that way for them because they tried to block somebody else. They were also like siphoning they were trying to keep someone distracted, we'll say, and they were being very duplicitous. I feel like most of this you already know, and so there's got to be a reason why. I mean, sometimes we repeat the messages and I'm just delivering them, you know? This is what this person did and this is how they're feeling. This is another kind of viewpoint of the events that took place and how this person used. It's like, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, it's hard, it's such a mind game. It's so twisted that it's hard to articulate. Someone says, like, let me try to think of an analogy. This might take me a second. It's using the rules. It's using the rules to abuse, or benefiting from the rules and abusing someone with them, or they might have come across as if like they've martyred themselves because of convention, that they just have to go along with whatever it is, but they stand to gain from whatever it is, but they know in their heart the difference between right and wrong, and they know that they're doing something that's very damaging and destructive, but they're going along with something where they stand to benefit and saying that it's because they they have to be principled, so they do something that is morally corrupt. They do something morally corrupt and say that they're following principle. That's the mind game. It's so and then they act like a martyr, like they're martyring themselves, but they've trapped someone in some mind game maze, purposely also tried to stop this love energy too, which is so weird. Okay, so let's go. I think that analogy made sense, the last one. Why it's like so appalling, because then they benefit too from that action, and they get approval. And then what happens to this person? Because the thing is like this person might not be conventional. The star is, I believe that's Aquarius. So it's like Aquarius can be of like very much out of the box type of energy. And depending on, I think it's Uranus or Saturn, depending on which astrology you subscribe to, but especially Uranus can be very surprising and shocking energy. So it's like they carry that energy about them, but they're very faith-driven and expansive, and they have something that it's very healing energy. So it's like this person is saying that they're following convention, which is there to keep things organized and civil. Right? Things like start a family, don't be a player, show up when you're supposed to, support your family, keep your friends, be charitable, all of those types of things, and then embracing those, but then blocking someone's love energy and expansiveness that's there to help to heal not just the people here that are involved, but multiple others. So that's not ethical. It's not ethical. It's not principled. And so I think part of this process is like redefining what principled means, because it's not to break down convention, it's to expand it. When people are conventional for the sake of being conventional, rather than the ideas of what it is how this is serving people. Trying to think of another. Venus in Virgo, very particular. Yeah, it's like trying to say that this star energy is unclean or something like that. It's really twisted. Let me just finish this reading. Right, what came out? Cock blocking. It's using convention to cock block this star energy. It's so twisted. It's this companionship. It's this group here. In the name of principle, blocking someone from healing and expanding. And yeah, acting cold, practicality, drama. It's the same message. It's really killing the love. It's doing things to really hurt this person as well. This very loving energy. There's a fortune, this great fortune that comes with this unconditional love that is this Ace of Cups. Again, with practicality, claiming practicality, but then trying to destroy someone's innocence and love and then gaining something out of it, but using again this practicality to do it. I hope I'm getting this across, because it's such a mind game and it's so ugly and so twisted, because this energy comes from this convention and then uses that convention to try to destroy somebody and try to, like, with this Ace of Coins in reverse, that is meanness. And that is, each coin is an effort. You can see this way, this person's sitting at a desk, right? And they're very diligent, working very carefully and pinpointedly at this. So this way, they're still doing the work, but it's just mean, it's pointless, but it's very diligent still. So this person worked very diligently. This person was part of a Hierophant situation. This could be religion, marriage, tradition. Again, it's the same message. This person used tradition. This person knew how they stood. They knew how they appeared, and they used it to try to destroy someone who might have been a little bit different. Or the thing is that the star energy, they're not anti-convention. They're not. But somehow it's like this group formed something that created, that's what it is, it's creating a narrative. It's creating a narrative and using convention to do it. You know, I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like someone who, say, like, goes to church and looks a certain way, looks very I'm just gonna say conservative. I don't know, that's like not the best word, but like conservatively dressed, or there's something about them that they just appear to be very congenial and sweet and kind of like laced up, tied up. This is purposeful though. Whether they use what they know people respond to. They know people respond to it. So it's like they amp that up and then say things and do things to try to destroy someone who's very unconditionally loving, because there's no love here in this action, in this conventionality. There's no love here in this reading here. It has nothing to do. Someone got 10 swords in their back, and then a companionship was built off of 10 swords in someone's back. Someone got cock blocked, isolated, all of this stuff. They also like distracted people. They distracted not just the star energy, right? This healer or this very hope and faith-driven person, this unconditionally loving person, activist, light worker, you know, entrepreneur, creator, you know, scientist, whatever it is, just very outward bound person who's very loving. And the sad thing is that like the reason that worked is because someone was able to fit inside a box and point a finger. With this practicality here, it's trying to like weaken this person's stance or their whole persona. It isn't a persona, but it comes across like it's a persona. This person who's very unconditionally loving. They could be calling them naive with Ace of Cups reverse. Great fortune here with the Six of Pentacles. You know, they could say that they're incapable of they could say something about their money situation or business sense. It could be that this person is very expansive and has a lot to give, but then this person uses that against them by killing the dream. That if this person was to inspire people, they would kill that dream by belittling someone or by dissuading people from paying that person any mind what they have to say. They could say this person's head in the clouds or a little bit loopy. That the practical thing to do is just focus on whatever this is, which again, it's not bad to be practical, but when it's being used against someone who's very loving, wow, it's interesting to just see it from this perspective. Like, it's all about how someone's using, it's interesting. It's all about how someone's using convention to do something really evil. And how evil to someone who's very hopeful and inspiring and loving. And here they are, it's very pie contests feel antiquated, even though they're not. It's just the way that it comes across in this card. So it's like, if you come from a place where people do a lot of pie contests, I don't mean it that way. I'm just in this sense, it can feel antiquated because it's usually associated with like, it's a homemaker, female homemaker activity. It's like somebody is like using that type of energy to destroy somebody else, and is like in this weird competition with somebody and using this type of what's the word? It's convention, but there's something else. They're using this like I'm hearing like, I'm the good one, or I'm the sweet one, or I'm the congenial one, or I'm the trustworthy one. But this person's purposely doing everything inside the box so that people kind of don't feel, it's not that they don't feel threatened, it's that they just don't, they melt right in, they mix right in. But but they're doing this on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. And they also, there is a part of them that actually feels that way. They're in a pie, this person is literally in a pie contest with somebody who might bake pies and might enjoy a pie contest, but that is not their focus at all. This is like a light worker. So this person tried to block a light worker with a pie contest, and they really, really did as much as they could to destroy them. And this person has a lot of bad habits, and that's the things that this person, you know, is a healer or a light worker. This person probably, most likely, doesn't have these type of habits, but they're the ones that are approved of. This one gets the stamp of approval. Drugs, addictions, toxicities. This person gets the stamp of approval. And someone who has these types of habits is able to completely stop someone inside whatever this group is using terrible words. This could be defamation. And they could be also, it says acting gold, so doing things very purposeful inside whatever, using tradition to do it. It's so twisted. Okay, let's pull one more card. I'm not sure where that got cut off, but yeah, they're confused. They can't talk shit right now anymore. And this inheritance, it's like they blocked their own blessings and whatever it is that, like, because they obviously, you know, benefit from whatever this convention is. And this companionship, they used it to cock block someone, and now it's just the universe mirroring back whatever they've projected so diligently here at someone. They just didn't want someone to be accepted. So they talked and did things, talking shit about someone who's super loving, using convention to do it. And the fact that they, I guess the part that's really bothersome here in this situation, and is like where to like learn from, how to heal from this, is, for one, I mean, we know in kindergarten, don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, that is, it's this practicality that, like, it kind of is just, that's the part that's just so, you know, this person has this, this is the part, the mind game, that is just so crazy. Practicality and this star energy. This person's trying to fly, right? It's shutting someone down. It's trying to shut someone down from flying. And using practicality as like a weapon. It's saying this person is either incapable or doesn't know what they're talking about, or isn't part of the day-to-day life that gets anything important done, you know? Wow, just wow. I mean, and the people would believe that, you know, that someone with this energy can't be practical and diligent. It's like, why? But yeah, and the effort here is Ace of Cups in reverse. It's completely Wow, and also then dirt digging and looking for dirt on this person, because the problem is that there wasn't any. It's this person who was doing this acting cold that actually was the one that had all the toxicity, that was isolating somebody, and then couldn't really actually find things, was just using practicality. They were digging for dirt, trying to find things on this person. So they had to obviously make stuff up. So this person, that's why it's defamation as well. And that's why they could go to jail. Yeah. Especially depending on how long this took. And with this imprisonment here and isolation, who knows what kind of things that a lot of you have like been through with this imprisonment here, feeling locked down in a situation. When somebody tries to block your money and block your networks and talk about you and defame your business or your livelihood or ruin things around your neighborhood and all that stuff, I mean, and have it be that you are not accepted by using words to destroy and whatever else it is here with acting cold, that could mean that you wouldn't be able to eat or pay your rent, right? And then we have here death under the bottom of the card, deck, I mean, right? So this very serious matter. It's very serious, you know, because what happens is someone who can't pay their bills, especially if they don't have a support network. This person has the support network, or had, I don't know. I think there's a lot of confusion going on because whoever is part of it is contributing to whatever this karma is, that didn't take a second to think for themselves about this energy and what they were doing to someone. Like, did they have any evidence of whatever this is? Did someone underestimate someone so readily? And if so, why? Was there a drama and they were being distracted? They found it interesting? Why? Right? Why were they so quick to judge another person's practicality around the steps that they wanted to take to brighten the day, brighten humanity, try put their heart, their love, their soul into this, right? Well, what happens to that person? And then what is the overall ramifications of potentially, you know, putting someone to so much despair because they're outcast here or can't pay their bills or whatever it is? What are the ramifications? What will happen to that person? And then what about all the lives and souls this person would have touched if something happened to this person? So whoever it is that did this, it's not just that this is so selfish. They just care about their pie and whether their pie, you know, whose pie gets accepted. And the thing is you can see this person is like connected here to the cosmos. They're getting downloads, right? So they've got a mission, they've got a north node, they're trying to head some direction, that they feel they have a calling. And it's not just for themselves. So the whole thing is just like, you know, it's really gruesome. Death. If something happened to that person, if this person touched one life, that could then go pay it forward and touch 2 more lives, and that can grow exponentially with whatever it is that they feel their mission is, that someone judged that they don't have the practicality for. No one went and talked to this person, right? That someone tried to isolate someone with that kind of a mission and unconditional love too, on top of everything else. If something would have happened to that person, or does happen to that person. No, I mean, it won't, but if it did, that's why this person is, you know, there's trouble. There's trouble here, big trouble. It's very serious. So, yeah, that's the message. If you resonate with it, I hope that it helps. Whoever, you know, try to put you into a pie contest, or, you know, outcast you and stop you from loving, and maybe got involved in a situation too that where there was a Two of Cups situation, block your love life or whatever as well, in some silly competition, trying to knock you out, dig up dirt on you, and do all these crazy things to stop you from self-actualizing. Yeah, that person is it's over. Talking shit is in reverse. Or they're confused. I feel like they can't stand that whatever this is like over, and that if you've healed, because whatever they were trying to block for you, they don't understand the concept of gratitude, and because of the things that they feel are important that they try to block you from, they would have trouble surviving by what they did to you, because that's how come they came up with the ideas of what they did to you, right? But what they didn't, you weren't, you renewed through gratitude, love and gratitude, and hope and faith. And happiness and joy doesn't come from things. It doesn't come from things. It doesn't come from group acceptance either. It doesn't. You know, everybody has autonomy and self-actualization with the universe, with God, with the divine. That's where love comes from. And, you know, that's why I always think of like Nelson Mandela. I always think of Nelson Mandela, like what happened in that jail. You know, what happened in a very small cell? What happened to that person? You know, where he got imprisoned. It was also by convention as well, wasn't it? They used the law to do it. But that he came out and became president, right? So yeah. If you resonate with this message, I hope that it helps, and just know that, you know, this phase is over. This phase is over because I feel like this person, what they've done is like, it's coming out. I feel with this publicity here, even though they had publicity, they were able to use that against you. But I feel like the fact that they were cock blocking you in your situation, you know, everyone is unique here. So, you know, how, whatever way, I feel like this person's being exposed for what they did. I think pieces of it, I don't think it's all even come out. I feel like people are appalled by it too. I don't think people like to be taken advantage of. We're trying to live their life, and can be, structure is good. Yes, structure is very good. We need structure. People need to be commended for having structure. Yes. So, and I think that's why people don't like to be taken advantage of and being made a fool of. So there's also that. People have an appreciation for this energy, and they don't like to be lied to. That's what I feel. No matter how conventional. So yeah, this person's confused, and I feel like the energy, it's starting to reverse, and they're going to have to deal with everything they put out. All right, if that resonates, I hope that it helps. I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.